And by the way, there was a moment yesterday where White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows refused to talk to reporters because one of them asked to keep his mask on. He attempts to take his mask off when speaking to members of the media. We know all the people in the White House that have contracted the virus. I think that's a very reasonable request, considering the fact that this wasn't a typical White House press conference. He was standing a few feet away from the reporters. So I want you to listen to this audio. This is White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows yesterday.
Tell you what, let me do this. Let me pull this away.
Yep, pull away.
And then that way I can take this off the top. Well, I'm more than 10 feet away. I'm not going to talk to the camera. I'll be glad to answer your question.
So he just walks away. So
it's really hard to talk through a mask, Brian.
Okay, well, you know what?
It's not easy to do. And
you know what?
And he was 10 feet away. He has tested negative for the virus every day since Donald Trump got the virus. By the way, Chris Christie, who is 5'11", 350 pounds, with a BMI of 48.8, which would be considered morbidly obese, who you've actually called fat on multiple occasions.
Well, he is.
He is. You're right. He is overweight.
He is fat.
He's also 58 years old. Chris Christie is now out of the hospital, and he is beating COVID-19.
Okay, so
if there was a poster child in the Trump administration that was going to have some serious adverse health issues with COVID-19, it was going to be Chris Christie, and now he's over the virus.
So here's the problem with what you're saying. People are going to listen to that and say, well, I'll just be fine if I get the virus, no matter what my health conditions are. First of all, Chris Christie is getting the best health care that most Americans in this country will not have access to. He had, I'm sure, the best doctors and the best health care. So to use as an example to undermine this virus and say, hey, you can look like Chris Christie and you'll be in and out of the hospital is beyond irresponsible and not correct. That's number one. Number two, I don't care how difficult it is to wear a mask. I don't care how uncomfortable it is to wear a mask. We could use all the excuses in the world. It is beyond irresponsible for the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, especially when all the people around him have tested positive for the virus, whether he's negative or not. Keep your damn mask on when you are talking to anybody and when you're around anybody. We hope that this virus leaves us soon, but for now, it is irresponsible to take off your mask, and there are no excuses. I don't care how damn uncomfortable it is.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, exactly.